Good morning. Oops. Wait a second. I feel naked. I feel like something's off here. Let's do that. Okay, we're better. We're good. We're good. Sorry, my mama was texting me, so I had to text her back and say hello. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Mayuna. Hello, Melinda. How are you, love? I'm just giving myself some love. And good morning. I'm not sure who's watching there, but good morning. Hi, we don't do lives with other people until we know you, and it would be pre-set up. I did that once, and they thought it was funny to joke around about trauma, and I didn't take that too lightly. So, and the other thing I forgot, playing with cards and watching charms sounds like a beautiful morning. Let's just set that one up there. Okay. And I'll do some sharing. I'm just trying to send a message. My mom messaged me, so I'm just giving her a message right now. So who's on this side? Hello. Good morning, Renee. How are you, love? I'm so happy I had yesterday a couple of sessions. Good morning, Rochelle. I'm happy that you're here today. So the 3 people that won last month, one for being the biggest gifters last month. I've done all 3 of their readings with them, and it was just so much fun. I thoroughly enjoyed meeting everybody and sharing with them, and having all of the experiences that I did with these people. It was just lovely. So I'm looking forward to who wins the competition for April. So we're doing the top 3 gifters get a free Oracle card reading with me. And I'm looking forward to seeing who wins this year. Maybe it'll be the same. Who knows? Who knows? I hope it's new people, though, in a way. Good morning, Linda. How are you, love? I love you. I love you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourself and you're pouring a lot of love into yourself. Okay, sweetie? Right? Remind yourself every day, I'm lovable, I'm loving, and I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Okay? Right? We should be doing that every day. I just had a call with my friend. That's why I was like a minute or 2 late, because I had a call with my girlfriend and we were talking about a couple of really big things. The big things being, one, comparison, right? Comparing to ourselves with our traumas, right? And it's like, some people will be like, oh, I didn't have trauma because there wasn't the big T traumas, right? You think, oh, because I didn't get beat all the time, or, because I wasn't sexually assaulted or massively neglected. Like, they think of neglect in the sense of, the kids that get put in a room and forgot about, and don't get any food, as that being the level of neglect. And I had to talk to her about how neglect isn't, or what, trauma isn't what, it's how you experienced it. And it's something that it's individual. So whenever I didn't have the ability to soothe myself, doesn't matter where it came from. Highly critical parents cause a lot of trauma. Parents that are going around talking negatively about themselves can create trauma within their children, because their children think, well, if they don't even accept themselves, like, how do they accept me? Right. And, hearing those negative self-talk all your life can create that pattern of, I'm going to talk negatively about myself and not accept myself. Hello, I love you too. Good morning. I like that. Hello. Bullying in school. When you get bullied a lot in school, that leads to trauma as well. So there's so many different ways that we can experience trauma. I'm going to wait and see when this one starts up. Yeah. So many times, like, if we're in, hi, Cecile. Perfect. So, that whole comparison, right, of people saying, well, I wasn't traumatized because you had it worse. Or I can't say that I had trauma because I know that there's worse things that could have happened to me. And that's not really, that's unfortunate that people discount the experiences that they had because they're comparing it to someone else's experience with trauma. And, when she was talking to me, she's like, I feel like really weird saying I had trauma when I'm talking to you and I know what you've experienced in your life. And it's like, My trauma was mine. Yours was yours. It's just different. It's not, there's no comparison there. There's no, hi, Anita. And good morning, everybody. Let's do that. Let's say hi, Linda. And we'll say hi, Rochelle and Paige. And hello, Anita. And hello, Melinda. I'm trying to think who else is on. We've got a few on here this morning. Good morning, Mama. Good morning, Cecile. Good morning, Renee. Let's see who else. Good morning, Robin. Hi, Leslie. Good morning. Good morning, Joanne. Thank you. Joanne gets 2 cards today. And hi, Mayuma. I think I got pretty much everybody on the list. Thank you, Joanne. I appreciate that. You'll get 2 cards today because you subscribed. I love that. Thank you. I finished the cold coffee. Let's finish the cold coffee. Move on to hot coffee. Spicy coffee. Spicy coffee. Aw, thanks. There's a lot of different places that you can get them. Hi, Diana. So she's getting, that's panic disorders. So when we go from anxiety into panic, full-on panic creates that chest pain, right? So I would talk to her about doing some soothing techniques, okay? And then also some affirmations around that, right? Sometimes we can do it through tapping, so EFT. But what I would suggest is to start with first doing the heart-focused breathing. I'll go through that this morning because we do that every morning when we start. So we're nice. So when I'll start with doing the heart-focused breathing, so just stick with me and do the breathing, and then you can teach that to your daughter. That will create that soothing balance within her nervous system to regulate it. And then with the affirmation part of it, right? So tapping, you can go through and you can be like, even though people say mean things to me, even though people say mean things to me, I love and accept myself fully. Even though I hear negative words coming from other people, that's not how I feel about myself, right? So you can do a tapping thing. I do work with children. So if you do want to, there is a free link to have a call. You could have a free call with me and your daughter. And my youngest client is 10. Well, technically 7, but that's a family member that I'm working with that's 7. So I try not to really include that. But the youngest client that I have that's not family is 10 years old. So I do work with children in helping them to have resiliency and to improve their self-confidence and, all of that stuff, give them soothing skills, tips and techniques to use. So you could look at like bullying in schools is so bad. It is so bad and they don't take it seriously. I wish they did. But soothing the nervous system is going to help to reduce the symptoms from anxiety and panic disorder for one. And then working on, whether it's through tapping or through some other techniques that I would give her to work through how she feels about herself. But even, just like I said, you can connect with me in a free call, but stick with it for a minute because I'm going to do that heart-focused breathing and then you can share that with your daughter. Okay, so you can take that for her as well. Yes, definitely. We can do that. If you lived closer, Paige, I would come to your school and I would do a session for your kids. I absolutely would. Okay, so we like to start our morning with heart-focused breathing. And the reason why is because we need to be teaching our systems what regulation feels like even when we're not being distressed. If we just do it in the moment when we're distressed, it will work with that symptoms, but it doesn't work with the underlying nervous system, right? Where we want to create that new balance, right? That new balance within our system. So hand on your heart. We always start with that, with your hand on your heart, because we can give you that focal point, right? My throat this morning. I'm going to take a sip of the hot coffee. You gave me the I love you thing, so we can do that. That is hot coffee. Hot coffee. I'm going to leave the lid open, actually, so it's not so hot. Okay, so we're going to focus on breathing in and out through our heart space. Now, this is a technique that has been researched by the HeartMath Institute since the 1960s. It's a technique that's been given to people that have suffered through war, through extreme levels of trauma. This is one of my favorite things to teach people. So we're going to breathe in and out through our heart space over 5 seconds. That's heart focused breathing. That's all it is breathing in and out through our heart space. And you breathe over 5 seconds, which is the amount of time that the Heart Institute found was most common. But if you feel like that's too much, then breathe over 4 seconds. If you feel like it's not enough, then extend it to 6 or 7 seconds, whatever feels most comfortable to you. But where our focus is where our energy is going to go. So that's why we want to focus on the air coming in and out through our heart. Then we can increase this to the quick coherence technique by thinking about an emotion that is in the energy renewing category. So remember, no emotions are good or bad. They're just information to teach you what's going on in your world, right? So if you're feeling angry, maybe something's gone on that makes you feel angry, right? That's just an information system. But we want to take control of our emotions because we don't want our emotions to take control of us. So the energy renewing emotions are pride, gratitude. They're the emotions that we would tend to call good emotions, whereas the energy depleting emotions are the ones that we would consider to be bad emotions, but they're not. If you're really angry, you know how when you get really, really angry, you get kind of tired afterwards, like you're deflated. That's because it's an energy depleting emotion. Same thing when you get joyful about something, like really happy about something, you get this burst of energy because it's an energy renewing emotion. So you can change it from just heart focused breathing by adding that thought in there. So care, appreciation, pride, gratitude, love, calm, relax, anything that invokes that feeling for you, just think about it while we're doing the breathing. So I'll do the counting. And if you do this breathing for a minimum of 3 minutes, it can turn your body into heightened healing for up to 6 hours. I like to try to do it for at least 5 minutes, and I like to do it for at least 3 times a day. So you spread it out throughout the day, and it recalibrates your nervous system to what feels safe and what feels calm, what feels good. Okay, so let's start with that. The easiest way is to breathe out first, and then we'll start the count. And I'll count along for you guys. And then at some point I might stop, but I'll let you know as that's going. Okay, so let's breathe out before we start. So this is a really great technique to do when you're in conflict as well. You can teach this to your partner. And when you find that you start to get reactionary during a conversation, you can take a time out for 20 minutes because that's how long it takes for that cascade of emotions, like the hormones that are in your body, to go through. It takes about 20 minutes. So you'll go to your separate spaces, do your heart focused breathing to bring your nervous system into regulation, get yourself into a nice space, and then you can come back and have a conversation where you'll be responding as opposed to reacting. You can do it if you come home from having a bad day at work. Sit in your car for a few minutes, put on a song on the radio that makes you feel, or on your phone that makes you feel really, really good. Nice positive song, and listen to that song while you're doing the heart focused breathing. And it's like washing off the emotional screen before you go into the house. If you're experiencing the emotions of other people that are coming around you, so if you're in an environment, whether it's you work within, customer service, or you work within therapy where you're doing stuff like that, you're going to just do this breathing for a little bit of 5 minutes at least, right? And it will clean off that emotional screen. By you regulating your emotions, you allow somebody else to regulate your emotions. So the best way to do the breathing, I have my hand over my heart, so it gives me a focal point. I want to just imagine that the air is coming in and out through my heart space, and I'm breathing in and out over 5 seconds. Now, I'm not doing that right now because I'm talking, but we're just going to breathe in over 5 seconds and out over 5 seconds, imagining that the air is coming in and out through your heart space. And then in order to increase it to the quick coherence technique from heart focused breathing, we just think about an energy renewing emotion like pride, gratitude, care, love, appreciation, relax, calm. So something that invokes that feeling. I did this wonderful technique of color encoding emotions. So for me, yellow is the color for joy. So if I want to create that feeling of joy within my body, I just have to think about the color yellow or look at the color yellow, which is really handy. Okay, so I'm going to hop back in here and do a couple rounds of breathing before we get started with the rest of the show. You can keep breathing in that format if you'd like for as long as you want to. I just wanted to hop back in. And I love reading, like when Flower Buns put, I love wearing orange because it makes me feel happy. That made me happy too. Just looking at that, it made me really joyful. So one of the things that, like with that color encoding and emotions, so with my calm spaces technique, that was day one. Day one was talking about color coding and emotion. So what I would do is get you into a nice relaxed state. And then I would say the emotion. And whatever the color first came to mind, that's the color that's associated with that emotion for you. And many of us have emotions that are associated with color. And the reason why I can tell you that is in advertising, right? The reason why the arches in the McDonald's sign are yellow is because yellow is the most common color that's associated with happiness. So McDonald's sells you happiness within the arch. So that's why you come in, as you're like, McDonald's is a happy place, right? So they use it in advertising all the time, but we can use it for ourselves. So if you figure out what your emotion is or your color that's associated with happiness, then when you want to feel happy, you just call on that emotion. So yellow. right? That's my happy color or my joyful color. So I have my water bottle has yellow on it. So whenever I want to bring that feeling of joy to my body, I just have to look at my water bottle and I actually feel my cheeks get the little apples in them, like just, I just get happy, right? And yeah, you're wearing yes, right? So things like that. And you can color encode many different emotions. So for me, calm is the color of baby pink, that soft pink that cherry blossoms would be. So if I want to bring calm to my body, I just think about a big cherry tree in full blossom, in full bloom, with all the little beautiful baby pink blossoms. And that makes me feel calm in my body because that's the color that's associated with it. So you just have to do it for a while where you flood your mind in images of the color that you've associated with that emotion. So for me, I could think of lemons. I could think of the sun, a beautiful sunrise, a beautiful sunset, the sandy beach, like that beautiful kind of yellow hue. And that will make me feel joyful. Those things make me feel joyful. So for flower buns with orange making that making you feel happy, you could think about like oranges, and even grapefruits have that orange color. You could think about big my mind went blank. They're the flowers like sunflowers, Gerbera daisies, right? Those Gerbera daisies, they come in a variety of colors. You could think about, those being in the right color. So just think about things in the color that you associate with that emotion to bring that emotion to your body. It's a really handy technique and to use to shift your emotions, right? Yes. I'm glad that we went through these silly things of not being able to wear certain colors or have any blockages with that. I mean, they still do though. There's still restrictions around colors for sure, but it's really silly. So I had, when I'm sitting there this morning and I'm thinking about how to bring joy to my body, I was just thinking about yesterday how I got to sit down with both Oliviera and Mel, and how it was just an absolute pleasure to meet both of these wonderful women. I met Renee last week when we did our session together, which, I've met Renee before. So it was re-meeting Renee, and it was still lovely because I do love you. But it was such a pleasure to meet Oliviera and to meet Mel, and just lovely doing your readings with you. So I just thought about that and how much how much fun I had yesterday with these two beautiful women, and how much I appreciate all of you guys. And that brings those emotions of appreciation and gratitude and love within the body, and that heightens that into that. See, just love it. Soul fam. So let's get to the general reading. We can talk more about other things. So if anyone's struggling with anything, please, we can discuss that as well. Good morning, Crystal. How are you? And I do have to change. I don't have my back screen. I got to put it on the right page. There we go. So yeah, best squad ever. best group. And I will send Diana, I'm going to send her a little message in case she does want to connect in a call, because, it's Diane. Sorry, I did make it Diana, but I do have a lot of Dianas that join in. And so I'm going to just copy my Calendly link and share that with her in case she wants to take a free call with her daughter, and I can share some techniques to help her. Good morning. Yeah. So, can you identify why you have that fear towards that thing, right? And if you want, Julie, you take that free call. Take the free call. I can help you with that. Okay. If it's not something that you feel comfortable sharing, if you feel comfortable sharing, you can share it, and I will definitely give you some techniques for it. But just remember that fear and faith do hold the same space, right? So sometimes we have that fear that our partner's going to leave us, right? How's the packing going? That's humorous. That's funny. I have blocked out time in my day, like I actually blocked it out so that I can pack I actually put it in my schedule because I have to. I have packed a couple of drawers of I've packed most of my dresser. I have one drawer left to pack within my dresser. Yep, you definitely need to have a session with me, because I can help you to navigate through some of that. Even if you're not in a position to work with me, just have that free session with me. And we can talk about that. Okay. We can talk about that because there may be some strategies that I can give you that will help you in that situation. That's based on like having just a more of a conversation than what we're having here, right? And I can give you some techniques to navigate through, and we'll just have a conversation. We'll talk about that, right? Yeah, we got to shift to health, right, and see what we can do to get there. If you're on Facebook, Julie, you should be a part of the Divine Healing group, to see all the different things that I talk about in there about how to ignite the inner healer by reconnecting with nature and doing all these different practices. But if you're not a part of that group, you should be a part of that group. Good morning, Jenny. And the stuff. Okay. So definitely watch the videos in that group, participate in it. I just started yesterday, so I'll be going live again today and the rest of the week from 5 until 6:30 p.m. Showcasing what I did to heal myself from chronic illness and all my traumas and stuff. Right. So it'll be really, really helpful for you. And like I said, even if you're not in a position to work with me because you're not financially in that position to do so, I would still give you enough techniques that you'll be well off after having a free call with me. It's definitely worth it. Okay. So, love. I'm going to have some coffee. Okay. Let's get to the main. I love you too. Let's get to the main. So the first card out of the deck today was Justice. So let's see what Justice is coming to tell us about today. And it's an interesting reading. I actually forgot. I wanted to check this. And is this card in the right position? Should it be in the Light Seer position? Should it be in the Shadow Seer position? Okay. All right, we're going to turn him around. Came out sideways. I just determined he should be upside down, and apparently it should be the other way. All right. We always talk about the whole card meaning anyway, so we get the little bit of the shadow position and what that means. Hello. Okay, so Justice. Natural law, balance, karma, truth, wisdom, legal matters, fairness, cause and effect, integrity, objectivity, perspective, accountability. Justice asks you to learn from your past experiences, the good, the bad, and the fugly. Take it all and grow from it. This energy is not about perfection, but about fairness and honesty. It highlights clarity of motivation and intention, and it asks you to be realistic about the cause and effect of your thoughts and actions. Seek to balance your growth with both positivity and shadow, and learn from the many different parts of you. In your current situation, be impartial as you reframe your reality and work to remove any negative emotional charge from the equation. If fear is causing you to act in a way that you aren't proud of, seek a variety of perspectives before judging another person's actions to be good or bad. The only true path ahead of you is not one that is necessarily black or white, but is always, always one of love. My good karma is delightfully loving, and it can be the most motivating of teachers. And it really can, right? So how can you look at your experiences? So I talked about this with my girlfriend this morning, and, how can you look at yourself? And, one of the things, and, when you get into that highly critical way that we talk to ourselves, and oftentimes that's because we were around moms who criticize their bodies, I can't, I've been on all these different diets and stuff like that. Like my mom was like that. My mom was never happy with the way that she looked. She was very critical of her body, always on another diet, right? And, and with food as well. When she was on her diet, she had her special food. So we were poor. We grew up very poor. And my mom would get yogurt. And we were never allowed to have that. That was mom's diet food. And it sucked because I really like yogurt. So I would always, there was all these different things that I grew up because of those things that my mom would say. So when you get into those highly critical sayings in your mind, right, write down the list of what you say, and write down the list of what your mom would say, or your aunts, or your dad, or people in your life around you. If you're bullied in school, write down what they're saying to you and see where you find the parallel statements, right? Are you hearing your mom's voice, how she spoke to herself, or how they spoke to you, or how bullies spoke to you? Are you seeing that reflected in how you talk to yourself now? So you can see that it's not you that's talking to yourself in that way. You're just echoing the voices of people before you, right? No. So much love to you, Crystal. So much love to you. So much love to you. Right. And it's not, there's never anything about the people, right? The children weren't the ones that had, there was never anything wrong with the children. It was the parents, exactly what Crystal was saying, right? Sometimes our parents shouldn't have had parents. There are a lot of parents out there that shouldn't have had children. And, we're left with the fallout from that war that we went through, right? We're left with the issues regarding that, and we're the ones that have to heal, and we're the ones that have to work through the damage that they left with us. Some parents, they did their best. They didn't mean to hurt anybody. They didn't mean to cause damage to their children. They didn't even realize that they were doing it, because sometimes they were just being mean to themselves. They weren't outright criticizing their child and saying, you ugly, or you're fat, you need to lose weight. They didn't say that directly to their kids, but they said it so much to themselves that, when you're looking at your mom and you're like, she's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. Like, I don't see anything wrong with my mom, but she's calling herself all these names. Then you start to get internalized that, well, if she thinks that about her, what does she think about me? I look like my mom. I look like my mom. So if I look like my mom, which most children look like one or the other parent, and if they're being really critical, right, then if I think I look like my mom and my mom doesn't think that she's pretty, she must not think that I'm pretty either. So there's something inherently wrong with me, because my mom doesn't even accept herself. And if she can't love herself for what she looks like, how could she possibly love me? Right? So we get those tied up in those things. So writing down that list of what you say negative about yourself and what other people have said negative towards themselves or towards you can highlight where you're getting those statements from. And then this is another test that you can, or another thing that you can do with those words. Imagine that your daughter was standing in front of you. Can you say them to her? Could you look at your daughter and say, you are ugly? Could you say that to your daughter? Probably not. I hope not. Right? But if you can't, then you shouldn't be saying it to yourself. Right? Because you should be that most precious little girl to you, that inner child inside of you. Right? Think about that as your daughter standing before you. That inner child, if you took her out and stood her in front of you, could you say that to that little child? Right? And then you can work on moving towards those, right? Because I couldn't, it made me cry. Like, it made me cry. Right? Right? I couldn't say those things to my daughter. I couldn't, and so I shouldn't be saying them to my inner child either, because that's who I'm hurting with all those words, right? I'm hurting myself. And, when I had the session with Mel yesterday, one of the cards that came out that was an additional card, but was the Courageous Peony. And it's about standing tall and being just you, and being, your unique, multifaceted self, and not shying away from or minimizing down, right? But yeah. Yes, exactly. right? And that's never, never, never good that people are like that. That's so hard, right? Right, exactly. So I said to my girlfriend, I said, one of the things that you can start doing is start to write down what you love about yourself and be honest. Be honest, right? So if you love your eyes, write down that you love your eyes. If you love your smile, write down that you love your smile. If you love your intelligence, if you love your big, kind heart, if you love, whatever you love about yourself, if you love your boobs, write down, I love my boobs, or whatever you love about yourself. Write everything down about that you love about yourself and start focusing on the things that you do love, and move to, I love these things about myself and I accept these things. The things that you aren't in love with, I accept them. I don't have to love everything about myself, but I should accept them. So even though I don't love everything about myself, I accept myself fully, right? Yeah. Right? Because when you think about your spirit houses your body, this is so temporary. In the whole realm of eternity, this body is temporary, right? And the next time that you incarnate in a different planet or on this planet, you're going to have a different body in a different form that is also temporary. What is eternal is your spirit, and your spirit is magical. Absolutely magical. If you could see your spirit, you would never think anything but just how beautiful you are and how loving you are and how amazing you are. Right? Fresh suit. I love it. Fresh suit. I read it as fresh. Next time you reincarnate, fresh suit. Right? So, we put so much emphasis on this, but as we age, right, it changes. Good morning, Damia. I love the strawberries beside your name. Beside the good morning, everyone. Good morning. It does sound so nasty. Right? Good morning. Right? There's so many things that are way more important than the size of your pants, or I'd rather the size of your heart, right? So if you can get into doing that, write down the list of all the things that you love about yourself and the things that you're not super, super happy about, and say, I love these things, and I love these things about myself, and I accept these things. They're going to have to leave me a message, right? Exactly. Right. We all thought we saw somebody. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So justice. We haven't even read the rest of the cards. That justice card was just bang on for this morning. It was just every point in it was just perfect. Okay. So the next card that we received is the 9 of Wands. Look at how determined she is. Yes, definitely we saw correctly. But whatever we experience it, and it's true. Good morning, love. Good morning. You're beautiful. I've met you, Paige. You are beautiful. It does, just not today. Today, I think I'm pretty blocked up, maybe. Very determined. Let me check my calendar, Anita. Yeah, I have like little half-hour blocks, and then between 7 and 8, I think looks clear. Interesting that it wouldn't let you book the same day. But we can always talk. We can always talk behind the scenes, and I can book you differently. Right? And it's so much better that your soul's beautiful than that the meat suit, the flesh suit, whatever you want to call it. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, the flesh suit. Now, I'm not sure why it shows me busy. Maybe it's just because they're like, oh, you just got that quick little time at 7. If we're looking at our bookings. Yeah, I'm really booked like today because I actually booked myself from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock for packing so that I can pack. Yes. That's a big thing. What wickedly divine, what Julie's saying is absolutely true. Yeah, if I don't book it in, I'm probably not going to pack until last minute, and I'll be just throwing stuff in a box. So I have to actually book it. um, and originally I thought I would book it and I'd take a load down and drop it off. But my mom took my key so that she could make a copy, and I don't have a copy right now, so I can't even get into my apartment. My mom can though. So I asked her if she wanted to meet, and I would pack a bunch of stuff and then take a load down. And my mom was like, "No, I can't meet you on Tuesday. So we're just going to meet on Friday." Yeah. Some of the things that we would do was like we'd wear oversized clothing or wear really dull colors. Like I wore a lot of black and grays and whites, and you wouldn't have caught me in a bright color like this because I didn't want to draw attention to me. And, if you're wearing properly fitting clothes, that's helpful, right? That is so helpful to wear properly fitting clothes. If you're wearing clothes that are too tight and you're, say you come out of it, with a little bit of skin or tissue or whatever comes out of the clothes, then you're going to be like, oh, you're going to make you feel self-conscious and make you feel like you weigh more than you do because the clothes are tight. If you're wearing clothes that are big, you're going to look bigger because the clothes are bigger. So you have to wear clothes that fit you well so that you feel well, right? That's a big thing. I'm not sure what the even on Tuesday was. Let's see. I looked yesterday and was going to see if you had to. Yeah, no, I have a session with a client, and then I took my personal time and blocked it off. And then I have another call with a client later tonight. So I just have between 7 and 8, I think, is really the only time that I really have. And I might, besides little half hours here and there. But, yes. You are gorgeous. You are gorgeous. Okay, 9 of Wands was the other card. Our big dude determined. Yeah, you were hiding, my love. Hiding. And I love your picture there, right? The beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous color like this that you're wearing in that picture. So beautiful on your skin, and just love it. Love it. And the teal in your other picture, like the color that's like this in your other picture, gorgeous. Those bright colors, they're so gorgeous on you, Damia. Okay, so 9 of Wands. Determination, resilience, defiance, a last defense, the final push, excitement for what's to come, finding motivation in the face of difficulties. Don't give up now. You're almost there. As you round the corner towards success, something may surface that threatens your feelings of security and achievement. It's important to remember how far you've come. Don't see this minor deceleration as a symbol of failure. Step into your resilient last stand, one final push to complete this task, and tomorrow, stunning light, you can rest. In shadow, this card suggests you are making things harder than necessary or being overly defensive. You may even be inadvertently choosing the more difficult path because you believe, on some level, that healing and ascension should be difficult. Sometimes we become so enamored with our stories of rising up that our own shadows become romantic notions that we seek to defend. Let go of any ideas you have about navigating specific lessons on the path. Your time to relax into security and success is on the horizon. I push beyond my own perceived limitations, and I remain open and trusting as I do. Powerful, right? That is a huge statement about that our beliefs are whatever we believe, we see, right? So if I think that healing is hard, healing's going to be hard. It's going to show me it's hard because it's going to show up exactly how I believe it to be. Just like if I believe I'm unlovable, people are going to show up in my life to show me over and over and over again how unlovable I really am. If I think I'm not good enough, if I believe that I'm not good enough, again, I'm going to resonate with people who are showing me over and over and over again that I'm not good enough, right? So whatever, you can change what you can believe. It's the same thing like with Joe Dispenza. There's so many miracles of healing that have been done, like quantum healing that's happened, where people have healed from amazing things. I know of people who have healed huge tumors in their body, people who have healed from being a paraplegic, people that have healed chronic diseases and illnesses because they believed that they could. They believed that their body had the ability to heal. And as soon as they turned that on, their body's healed, right? If you believe that you can be happy, you can be happy. If you believe that you can be successful, you can be successful. If you believe that you can be healthy, you can be healthy, right? So it's belief, right? And everything is easy. Everything is easy. Just believe it's easy, right? Believe it, and it will come to you in that way. If you want to believe it's hard, it'll be hard. And I don't, right? Like, that's a miracle, right? Absolute miracle. All right. So the last card is our King of Cups. Look at that guy. He's just chilling out by the sea, playing with his singing bowls, just totally relaxed, right? Right. Hi, Carrie Underwood. It's all easy if you believe it. It absolutely is, right? And when you believe that, you're worthy of love, right, then you become worthy of love. And it starts with you. It starts within, right? It absolutely starts within, right? And I've healed through an enormous amount of things, right? And I take no medications. I have no symptoms of anything, no symptoms of any disease or disorder, because I healed it. Why? Because I believed I could. I believe that I am a healer inside first and foremost. And then I teach you to be your own healer. Look at Marcus, the first person that I did for the Divine Healing podcasts. He was told he was a paraplegic. They wouldn't even put him in rehab to be trained to walk again. They were like, nope. You're a paraplegic. You can't walk again. Your injuries are so bad. We're not even going to set you up for rehab to see if we could get anything. He had to teach himself because he believed right from the beginning, I'm going to walk again. I am not that. You can say that I am, but I am not. I'm going to walk again. And he does. And, so tons of that stuff happens. And the belief is what you need to have. That's okay, Julie. You never have to apologize for having to step out and take a call. Right? Yep, you just believed in it and it became the truth. It became your reality. Right? So the last card was the King of Cups. So let's see what our King of Cups, because remember, cups is emotion, right? Cups is emotion. So love, emotional intelligence, patience, experience, stability and balance, creativity, diplomacy, someone supportive, being nurturing, a wise leader. Right? I love that. Something as simple as that, right? Many people say, like sleep, right? I can, you just have to believe it. You just have to believe whatever you believe you're capable of, you are capable of, right? When we are at our most highest evolved selves, we can disassemble ourselves and reassemble ourselves different places. We don't even need cars. I could be like, I'm going to go see Julie and disassemble and show up at Julie's house, right? That's possible. It's just we don't do that right now because we're too much in the lower frequency and the belief system isn't there. The belief system totally isn't there. But if you believe it, you can achieve it, right? So he softens his gaze and reaches for his singing bowl. When something unexpected comes in to the king's cup of awareness, something that may shake another person's composure and send them into a state of stress and anger, he regulates his emotional state with his mature, practiced meditative energy. Finding the sweet spot between the empathic heart and intelligent mind is the key to the successful leadership style. Allow your emotional intelligence to guide you as you seek to marry logic, kindness, and love. If you are in a situation that asks you to navigate tumultuous energies, find your grounded serenity by calmly choosing care and diplomacy over force. In shadow, this king can suggest that you may be feeling withdrawn, moody, or temperamental, or you may be losing touch with how others are feeling at this time. Stay clear of situations that feel emotionally manipulative. Instead, seek to understand others through empathy, tolerance, and compassion, and emotional fulfillment will be yours. My heart holds deep wisdom and love, and I use it to connect and lead. Right? That's, it's such an important thing. Oh yes, I like that. Some miracles are just smaller than others. We have our last card here, which is talking about time for a nap. But when this card came up with him and that balanced and beautiful state, wise, in control of his emotions, when something happens, he grounds, he meditates, maybe does some heart focused breathing, he gets in control of his emotions before responding. But the shadow side of this card about that tumultuous energy, we're coming into a solar eclipse new moon in Aries. And at the same time, 5 planets are going to be in Aries. Aries is ruled by Mars. Aries is ruled by Mars. So Mars, the god of war. So I think that the warning of the shadow side of this card is just to be aware that emotions are going to be really potentially all over the place, right? That there's going to be a lot of potential for emotional issues going through this new moon. And that, it's just going to be a lot of emotional energy that we're going to be dealing with right now. So depending on where Aries shows up within your birth chart, or what your Mars is ruled by, that's going to have some big influences on you throughout this solar eclipse new moon. Okay, so we're going to touch base on all of that in the Divine Feminine Healing Collective on the 20th when the new moon rises. We're going to talk about that more on the 20th of April at 8 p.m. Eastern in the Divine Feminine Healing Collective. So if you're not a part of that collective, join. It's on Facebook. So you do have to be on Facebook to be a part of that, but definitely join me. We're going to talk about how it's going to affect you based on your rising sun and moon signs, and talk about what the energy is that we're going to be dealing with. And of course, we do an energetic meditation, healing meditation, and we do a bunch of other things as well. So it's probably going to be. It's probably going to be. Right? It's probably going to be. So, Aries is going to be affected. Being that it's in Aries and all the other Aries. Taurus. After Aries, it goes into Taurus. No, Taurus and then Cancer. So this is the second new moon in Aries back to back. So we are just starting into Taurus soon. But it's Aries. We got the double new moon in Aries, and this is at 29 degrees, which is right on the edge, 30 degrees is the most that the moon, the degree of the moon in the sign is 30 degrees. So it's at 29 degrees in Aries. So just not quite enough to get into Taurus. So that's why we end up with the second new moon in Aries. But it's going to be fiery, passionate, explosive, especially with all the other planets in Aries right now. But we'll talk about that on Thursday at 8 p.m. in the Divine Feminine Healing Collective. I'm not sure who's on there, but hello. Okay, so the last card, okay, is the time for a nap. So let's see what that's talking about. I think it's about napping. But this might be good advice for us with this Taurus new moon. Okay. Or sorry, this Aries new moon, reading the Taurus on the thing. This Aries new moon. So rest, rejuvenation, and renewal. Temporary non-action. Allowing dreams to rise. This is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free, of the shackles of your goals, your lists, your desires. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and neutrality. And this is really important for us to know coming into that new moon, right? Is to take that rest. We could like, we'll just join and we'll have like everybody just having a nap and we'll video it. Like we'll put it on TikTok and we'll see what we don't get from that. Apparently people do that. Sleep. Hi, Deb. How are you, love? Right. Apparently people sleep on TikTok and get paid to do so. So we might as well try that. All right. The overly busy mind can block you from inner wisdom. If you don't step back, take a seat and rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you, absent any force or conscious direction, as you observe without engagement now. So really important for us to note, do not engage right now, right? Not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm just going to observe what's going on. All that I can control is me and my emotions. So I'm just going to control me and my emotions and maybe take a little nap. You guys just do you, right? Especially, like I said, coming into this new moon with all of that Aries energy, that fired up Aries energy. So it was an interesting reading this morning. I realized I went and looked at my calendar for today. I'm just going to add on the list because it just makes it easy for me to do it because I see them on this side. And there. So I got Deb's on and I got Bess on because Deb's subscribed. So Deb's always gets free cards. And Jess request from Facebook. There. Hi, Joe. Hi, Juicy. Joe and Juicy. Hello, Geeky Panda. And I'm going to throw James on here as well. Okay. Just because I was there, my hands are off the list now. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. Okay. And I am setting it up on my website so that you can subscribe through my website instead. And we'll just keep a track of who our subscribers are on the list back here. And that way there, we'll keep track of it. And the day that you subscribe, plus every day after that, you get a free card when you come on the show. The day you subscribe, you get 2 free cards, but and then every day after for the month, you get one free card when you show up. So Debs did that. So I appreciate you. Love you. You have rain. Yeah. I'm hoping the rain clears out today so we can get some sunshine, cloud and go for, I went for a walk yesterday in a little bit of, kind of overcast, rainy weather. Okay. Let's see. Which card are we going to use today? Are we going to go with the 7 energies or maybe we'll do the Starseed Oracle because that was a lot of fun last night using it with, I do like this deck of cards. All right. Starseed. The problem with the Lightseer deck is that the Lightseer or the Working Your Light deck is because it's not numbered. So in order for me to find it, it just takes longer to find each of the cards. And the other card that just see what other ones do I have. All my decks are out of their boxes. The other deck that is the Gateway of Light activation, but we're gonna stick with. We're gonna do the other one. Like I said, the Working Your Light one is just too much of a pain. Did Rochelle leave already? Did I miss her saying that she was leaving? She was heading out. Okay, I'll see you now. Okay. So I'll wait and pull her card when she comes back. Aww. I'll tell you how. If you follow and part of it, like some of the stuff that I'm learning now is it creates even quicker healing. So, okay. because of the quant. All right. Legit throwing cards every which way. Every way. Throwing cards. Let's try to stop throwing cards. This is the deck to use for sure. For sure. When we have our talk, Julie, you'll see, right? So, and I'll explain a lot of what I did to heal. Okay. And I do that within the divine healing. That's what that whole thing is. The whole divine healing, all 5 days, is just talking about what I did to heal myself of my traumas. Right. So that's the whole, it's just a showcase of what I did. So the knowledge that I share and how I help you. And then I have even more things that I help with now because I keep learning more and more things. Like currently learning how to access the Akashic records, and doing the quantum, 5 p.m. Eastern. So 3 p.m. your time. And just wanted to put this out here for those of you that attended 5 sessions already. And I was doing it this time. I haven't changed the back end. What I was going to do instead of giving a 3-month package away, I was just going to give an oracle card reading for somebody that attended it. So just down to just an oracle card reading. Okay. Because instead of giving a 3-month package. And for the oracle card reading, everybody can be put in for the oracle card reading. Even if you've attended sessions before, as long as you attend all 5 sessions. But trying to spit that out. All righty, we're going to go to Page. Now that I'm focused on the right name, Page. Make sure we get the right card. Page. Karmic relationships. Ooh, I'm interested in reading this card. I like it. It's a beautiful card, though. Right? And it's just about watching and participating in all the videos, right? So just watching those. And, I think that this time I'm just going to be gifting the oracle card reading, not a 3-month package for those that are a part of it. Okay. So karmic relationships. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. The constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarity and eventual unity. Some believe that many starseeds who were part of this cosmic history are incarnate on Earth now and are playing out karmic relationships from Orion times. Perhaps you're one of them. Polarity causes conflict and highlights separation. However, because of this, conflict can also result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our heart and mind and see things from a different point of view. When we go into reactive, second-guessing mode instead of gathering the courage to open our heart, we should admit that we may have reacted because of our own woundings and then find mutual ground. We're all innocent children looking to be seen, understood, and cherished. It's much harder to grow closer through conflict than it is to grow further apart. And yet that's the invitation of conflict. It's easy to react and take things personally. It's more challenging to see the innocence of all involved and find a way to grow closer through the conflict. It's through relationships that we grow the most. How can you soften your heart and drop your defenses enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see the innocence of all involved? How can you learn to see the similarities rather than the differences? And what a strong message for all of us. So the other thing that's here is saying, which relationships do you find the most challenging? How can you see things from a different perspective? And how are you being called to grow through conflict? Right? Our triggers tell us where we have things we need to heal, right? Where we get triggered and we respond the most, that's the healing that needs to occur. That's the biggest healing that we need to do. Okay? That's your guidance system. Everybody's like, any one of them. I like that. Maybe we'll do the Rose Oracle tomorrow. Maybe we'll do the Rose Oracle tomorrow since it was a great break of all of them. Ooh, 10-10. Good catch, Renee. Good catch. Let's do the burn. Let's do the burns. Let's burn it. Let's burn it. All right. We've got a bunch of broken leaves here, which is fine. We have this leaf that looks like a little paddle, like the end of a paddle. It was for you, sweetheart. For you. The Karmic Relationships was the name of the card. And then we'll put our burning, what we're calling in, we'll put it on this card, on this leaf, I mean. Okay, so we'll burn out from this leaf and burn in from this, burn in on this leaf. Okay, so let's put down what we want to release. So we're going to release sadness, right? The sadness. And we're going to release sickness, doubt, fear. I'm going to put lack, limiting beliefs, and heartache. Stress, worthiness, or worthlessness. Sorry, the other way. Worthlessness, ego, and ill wishes. Body aches, toxic energy, grudges, financial hardship, worry, trauma, control. Thanks, James. All right. What else do we got? What else do we got? What else can we let go of? Let's let go of hate, anger, and greed. Pain. And let's let go of shame and guilt. Shame and guilt. Nice. Jealousy and judgment. Jealousy is good. Overthinking. I got lack down for you, friend. Grief. Grief is a good one. Okay. I've got it filled in really good. So I'm going to show you all the words on here. Okay. And I'll show you on the other side all the words on that side. Okay. We'll show on here as well. All right. All the words that we have on both sides of it. Okay. Okay. So now we've got a big leaf to call in lots because I know we tend to call in more in the sides. We had those two different sides. Okay. love, joy, healing, health. Sorry. I already have healing on there. Resources, faith and trust, job, motivation, income, inspiration, wisdom, wisdom and knowledge, a home, ancestral power, acceptance, inner peace, sunshine. I love that. Abundance. Clients for me. Let's put clients down. I like that. Thank you, Jess. Renewal. Happiness. Hello, Peyton. Gratitude. There's a big one. Okay, I'm gonna see if I got no. Okay, we're gonna success. Maybe we can fit. Maybe we can find a little spot for success. We've got really full leaves here. So look at this leaf. Look at all the words I put on there. All the words on that side. And all the words on that side. Like so many words all over it. Huge. All right. Let's see how this goes today. So remember, we're going to burn the release leaf, the relief. Oh, nice. I took that 16, that before too. Is, all righty. Get our little leaf. I've got chills already. Some spirit is here with us today. Yeah, I like that necklace. Okay, here we go. Let her go. Let her go. We're letting it go. Releasing all of that. I'm going to show you the leaf. We're going to burn the little piece where I was holding on to it. Look at that beautiful. Oh, I love that. Thanks for the campfire. I was like, holy my flame. I'm gonna tell you the truth, Renee. When I looked at the campfire, I thought that it was the flame on the match was like really big. I was like, whoa, look at the flame. And then I looked down and I realized it was the campfire. That was big. That was awesome. All right, let's fill it up. We got it. We got rid of that stuff. So let's get this stuff in. Let's get this stuff in. So we're gonna imagine, believing that all of this is coming to us. All of it. Look at that perfect burn. Every bit of it burned. That was like the perfect burn. That was like the perfect burn. It burned everything, and even the match went out at the same time as like just the perfect burn. As above, so below, so blessed be. And so it is. And so it is. I feel good about that. Love it. Love it. It's a perfect day. Absolutely, James. Absolutely. So somebody either came in and was swearing or was saying something negative, because some comments on the live were filtered to protect the community's experience. Means that somebody was saying not good things. I am ENFJ, I believe, or ENFP. ENFP, if you're talking about that. Hi, fan from MSA. MBTI. Yeah, I'm ENFP. Yes, ENFP. But I don't limit myself. Never limit yourself. Aw. Oh, so cool. Yeah. Oh. Okay, I got to focus on people before I start pulling cards. We're going to pull on Renee's card. Renee's card. Nice. I would get along with you well. Very well. Renee. Trust the timing. We do change through those ones. Trust the timing for Renee. The smell of the bay leaves in the room is just lovely. We would be besties. Totally. Totally. Love you, Peach. Have a wonderful day. Okay, trust the timing for Renee. Trust the timing. Hi, Leo Moon. I'm a Virgo Moon. Good old Virgo Moon. All right. Oh, I played with it. We'll just tuck her back there again. So Renee, so often those who feel like they're here for a reason sense that time is running out and they spend their life worrying that they might miss their moment. But the only way to miss your life or your moment is to spend your time worrying about missing it. My rising is Taurus. I don't know about that though. I feel like there's a mistake there, but maybe. Sag Sun, Taurus rising, Virgo moon. If you join us in the Divine Feminine Healing Collective on Facebook, we can talk about all of this on Thursday when Aries solar eclipse new moon occurs. 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern. Come join us. Come join us. Oh, nice. Nice. It's never too late to answer a call, and you're never too old. The tides of your life are magnificently orchestrated to come in and out in perfect unison. Don't race ahead and ride a wave that was never meant for you. You'll waste your precious time and energy when instead you could be enjoying your life. Everything has a season, and you're being called to trust the one you're in. Don't let impatience, comparison, competition, or paranoia disturb the seeds. It seems that everyone has anxiety these days, constantly scanning for something they might have missed or a possible threat. Keeping our mind and body pointed in the same direction as our soul is near impossible with such reactive speeds. Right now, you're being reminded to take a breath and trust the wave you came in on. To trust the season you're in. Time isn't running out. There's plenty of time. There's no rush, and it's never too late. So how can you trust the timing of your life a little more? My eyes bugging me. Just the one. It's all part of the plan. I've gotten really good at saying that. It's all part of the plan. It's my left one too. How can we inconvenience somebody? Right. Mine's Sagittarius. What's your sun sign? I don't think I saw it come up there. I was busy reading. Leo. Oh, we would get along very well. Us two fire signs. Besties in no time. No, you don't want to return to sender, because when it returns to sender, it goes up by 3, and then it returns back to you up by 3, and it just keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up and up, making it really bad. Okay. I was getting a spam call, but that's okay. It went away. Okay, so we got Anita is next for a card, because that was Renee's card of Trust the Timing. So now we're into Anita. And Anita, focus on protecting yourself. Yep. Just focus on protecting yourself. I like this idea, like this concept, and this is not my concept that I came up with. So you have your fated life and you have your destiny. The destiny is the good life. The fated life is all the struggles and stuff that we get. And God says, come over here to the destiny life. And he keeps giving you little pushy things to get you to cue on to do your healing and stand into your authenticity and loving yourself. Right? So God wants you to just love yourself and step into your divine light. So that's your divine path, right? And that fate life is the life that you pick to learn all your lessons and evolve your soul and grow. And there'll be lots of times when you'll get the little nigglings and the little pushes and the little, stuff that's saying, come to here, do the healing, right? So when you come to this part, then life goes very well for you, but we stay in this struggling life for too long. And the bigger the push is, how long we've stayed, right? Sometimes he takes you out because of your health, takes you out because of, something else, right? Puts more and more struggles there until you learn to love yourself and be your authentic, step into your authentic life. Debs came onto this side. She's like, I'm going to TikTok. That's where it's at. You always come to TikTok too, Jess. You have a TikTok. We'll close down this one and just hang out on TikTok. Definitely, Peyton. We can put you on the list. There's 2 ways to get on the list. There's 5 coins or subscribe. If you subscribe, you immediately get to you get a free card every single time that you come. And the day that you subscribe, you get 2 cards, which is a lot of fun. Plus you get to use these cute little pictures. Okay. Empathic starseed for Anita. Okay. Empathic energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Okay. Absorbing what's not yours. Hi, Amanda Lee. Empathic starseed, Anita. Empathic starseeds are here to shift the world through their physical presence alone. They don't need to do anything beyond being here, thanks to the energetic change their physical presence causes. Due to their highly sensitive nature, empathic starseeds can struggle with being on Earth and in a physical body. Many are prone to addiction and depression, or tend to mistake other people's feelings and moods for their own. Natural introverts, they tend to prefer spending time alone or in small groups. Crowds can be overwhelming for them. If this card appears, consider lightening the load energetically. Don't put yourself under such pressure to go out into the world. Be gentle with yourself. Allow extra time and care to recover energetically. If you're feeling pressured to keep up a certain pace, instead, put on the brakes and treat yourself like a precious baby. Do whatever you can to take the pressures of the world off your plate. Switch off to switch back on. In today's world, it's normal to feel like we should be doing more, but perhaps being present in your life is enough. Definitely, Amanda Lee. This could be a phase you're going through, or simply how you're being called to live your life. If your work involves giving to others, right now you're being called to keep something for yourself. You don't need to transmute it all. It's okay to look after your own growth and healing before feeling you should offer it to the world. Indeed, it is necessary if you want to continue to do something sustainably. Oh. Yeah, I can send the link to you so you can find me easily. We can invite you through the link, actually. I'm gonna seek you out, my friend. We're gonna go all the way over here to more, and I'm gonna search in here, Jess, and actually, I don't think I friended you on TikTok yet. So unless we're friends on TikTok, hi Fran from USA. But you can get see this little necklace, Damia? This is just a little tiny amethyst heart. Right? So you could get her one like that that's just little. So yeah, we'll friend each other on TikTok, and then I'll be able to invite you to the live, and then you won't have to search for it. I'll be able to get it to you quite easily. But I am going to put it on my I'm going to do the yeah. Okay. Joanne gets 2 cards. So Joanne gets 2. That was funny. Right back to both of them together. So we have for Joanne, Just show me that you're still there, Joanne, just before I read, because I want to make sure that you're there when I'm reading it. I love you guys. We're such a great crew. Such a great collective that we have collected. Awesome. Hi, Joanne. Okay, so the first card is Inner Earth. Okay, and the second card is Big Picture Thinking. So I'll show you them together. Inner Earth and Big Picture Thinking. And I'll show it to Jess as well, or whoever. And beautiful cards. Beautiful cards. Okay, so Inner Earth and Big Picture Thinking. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Hi, Keita Love. I'm so glad you were able to show up. Inner Earth, also known as Agartha, is believed to be a hidden subterranean world within the planet itself. Many ancient cultures mention it in their stories. It's said that some of the beings of ancient lost lands, such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Aryavata, went there. Hindu and Celtic lore mention caves and entrances to underground worlds. Tibetan Buddhism refers to the secret mystical city of Shambhala, which is thought to be located in the Himalayas. Many have searched for Inner Earth in the physical world, but without success. So the mystery continues. Is it a place that exists in the physical or on another level of consciousness? Hi, the luminous mind. There are solutions beyond what you can perceive, surprising outcomes to your problems and situations, resolutions that are in the best interests of all involved. If you find yourself facing an obstacle or feeling stuck and have no idea what to do, you're being reassured that there is a way out. You'll survive this and things will work out. If you're stuck in a rut, do something to shake up the energy and shift your thinking. Try something you wouldn't normally do. Soon you'll see that whole new worlds of solutions are available. Things that were previously beyond your focus will present themselves. Helpful people, signs from the universe, and support in both expected and unexpected ways are on their way to you. But first, you need to do something different to shift your focus so you can receive them. What can you do to shift your energy or your outlook? So that's the first card. Hi, Jenny Wren. So the next card is the Big Picture Thinking. So we're asked to shift our view in that one, and this is asking us to go into Big Picture Thinking. So that Big Picture Thinking, right? Maybe right now you're really detailed oriented, or your viewpoint is really narrowed and focused on specific things. So you go to that Big Picture Thinking, expand that perspective. So let's see what it talks about, though, for the rest of the message. Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. The Pleiadians are our cosmic cousins. They're here to remind us that it's never too late to learn new things and change the future. You're being called to be a visionary for the planet, to take a breath, shake off what you've been taught about the world, and hold a new vision for humanity. Just give me 1 second. I just need to put in a message. After this card, I'm going to take a quick time out to go pee. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, thank you. Okay. So back to the card. Sorry. So you're likely a natural big picture thinker, here to generate ideas for the future. here to birth a new age and dream a new world into being. The future will be woven by dream makers like you, by those with enough courage to question the way things have been and envision new possibilities for the planet. The world needs more artists, dreamers, inventors, and visionary thinkers. Perhaps you've had an idea recently that you're being called to usher in. If so, this card is your confirmation that is divinely guided. The Pleiadians support us in this important stage of the Earth's development. They want us to know that the decisions we make today will affect the well-being of our planet and all its species. They're calling on you to be a leader of the future, to hold a clear vision of what's possible, to trust that vision and follow it through with daily action, to dream a new world into being, to hold your mind open and try not to worry about what others think. For it takes great courage to pave a new path, to trust a vision before it's a reality. How are you being called to step up and lead? What new ideas or creations are you being called to pursue? So there you go. Those are your beautiful cards for Jennifer for subscribing. She got 2 cards today. So thank you, Jennifer. I hope that they resonate with you. All right. Sounds good, Amanda. I'm going to go pee anyway. So we're going to take a quick little time out. Hi, Creamy Bubbles. Yes, definitely book a full reading. Ask anyone that's had a full reading. They have loved the full readings. It's well worth it. Well worth it. We always have lots of fun. And you never know what I'm going to see when I have these readings either. So I'll go through the list really quickly before I take a quick time out to go pee. We have Mayuma, Julie, Leslie, Oliviera, Amanda, Liz. There's a Kenosha Deb. I'm not sure which that one means. I haven't seen that person on here. Debs is in here now, but Debs. And then Jess on Facebook. And then James, Helena, Amanda Lee, and Jenny Wren. So those are the whole list of who we have. And my mods are checking to see who's doing like the 5 coins or who is a subscriber. Subscribers immediately get put on the list as soon as they show up. We put them on the list. Okay. But everybody will get their card. You just have to be patient and wait for me to wait for the time when it comes up. I'm going to take a quick sip here. And then I'm going to run and go pee really quick. It's because I drink so much water before I start the show because, it's good to wake up and drink water. But I'll be right back. A good one that's on there that's worked with me before, like that's worked with me, is Helena. And Helena, apparently I'm picking up my face again. Helena's worked with me. Mama's working with me. And like in the full trauma, in the sacred journey. Those two are doing the sacred journey, and the yeah. Yeah. A lot of people on here have had readings with me, and then there are a few that have done my sacred journey. So I do, and I was funny because when I went upstairs, I'm like, I should talk about the sacred journey, because the tarot readings, I love doing them. They're fun to do for sure. I love, going in with my, with my intuitiveness and having these readings. But what I do the most is my trauma stuff, right? So the sacred journeys are the big packages, the 3-month packages that I do. And I'm going to have new packages that I'm putting together that's going to be based on quantum regression and integration therapy. So when we do the sacred journeys, they're 6-month packages. They have, so you get 6 sessions with me, and then I check in the in-between sessions. I used to do, and this is something that I'm phasing out of it, I used to do an oracle reading on the off weeks, but I'm actually phasing that out at this time. I'm just going to be doing the 6 sessions, and then, having the ability to check in, right? That you can check in with me on the in-between weeks if you need something through messaging or whatever, and we can determine whether or not an additional call needs to be made. But the 6 sessions, they do Divine Rising, beautiful. They do different, I focus on different things. So we go through the trauma healing. The first session is always about creating safety. And then the other 5 sessions are inner child healing, shadow work. There could be a compassionate inquiry, depending on what you need, what you need, right? One session will probably be a quantum regression and integration therapy session. So we do a ton of different therapies throughout the whole entire time, but it's really focused on you and what you need. Beautiful, James. So those sacred journeys are, they're just beautiful sessions. You can talk with Helena if she's on the live right now, about how her experience is. She's getting near to the end of it. I'm still super excited because we get to do a quantum regression and integration therapy session right soon here, which is going to be a lot of fun. And she'll be able to comment on that as well. So there's a lot that I bring to the table. If you do the divine healing, you get to see what I bring to the table, because I showcase all of that in my divine healing. I showcase all the different things that I did to heal myself, and then all the different therapy types that I use within my trauma healing packages. And I will be eventually releasing just a quantum regression and integration therapy package, but that's going to be at a more expensive package. And exactly, I do payment plans and things like that. Exactly. Just ask for the money to show up. Ask for the money to come to you, the money that you require for this, right? Manifest it. And yes, James on Facebook, the Divine Masculine, join that. For people that aren't, no, that's okay, love. Sorry, Mel, it was so fun last night. I just love this girl. I just love her. But yeah, so for people that aren't in a position to afford to delve deep into their own healing, I have 2 groups on Facebook, one, the Divine Feminine Healing Collective, and the other, the Divine Masculine Healing Tribe. These 2 groups, and yes, they're, separated masculine, feminine, but that's because it's important for, it's important for, certain things like certain things that from a masculine perspective are just different than they are from a feminine perspective. And I want to honor men. I want to honor them and what their experience is. So we have nights at the round table where we get together and we discuss topics from a masculine or a man's perspective. And it's all about empowering men to be men and also acknowledging that men have feelings and it's okay to express their feelings and all of that. The Divine Feminine Healing Collective, we work around the cycles of the moon. And the reason why we work with the feminine, with the moon, is because women are on a 28-day cycle, the same as the moon. So we're more in tune with it. So we do the 5 sessions per month in both groups. And those 5 sessions, they are, I hope so. I hope so, Mel. If not, I will check and see. I think so, though. With they're $10 to do these sessions, and you get healing, you get trauma support, you get mental health support, like all of that stuff in these groups. So it's well worth it. If you can't afford to go delve deep into an individual healing, these would be a great thing for you to start with. Because even if you're going to a therapist, you're going to spend more than $50 to go see a therapist per month, and you get 5 sessions with me. $10 per session, $50 for the whole month, $50 for the whole month. That's it, right? I would spend more in gas traveling back and forth to see my therapist versus, the $10, right? And, men need it. They need it. Yes. I love it. My head is just like woozy. No, it's very inexpensive for all the support and all the information and all of the stuff that you get. Right. And exactly. Yeah. Right. It's $10 per session, or you can pay $50 for the month, whichever fits you better. And yeah. I love you. You have a wonderful day. You have a wonderful day. And yeah, so you get within the Divine Feminine, we will follow the 4 moon phases: the new moon, the first quarter, the full moon in the third quarter, and then we have an additional session per month that's based on something that we discuss and we decide upon. So this month we're going to do runes, which runes are going to be next week. I just have to figure out which day I'm going to put it in. So we're going to learn about runes and, how we can apply them and what we can do with them. But every session, the reason why I charge the $10 is because every session we do an energetic healing meditation. And this could be a DNA upgrade. It can be a quantum healing. It can be, it's just, they're really great healing sessions. And, for all the time that I put in creating the information, like the information for it and supporting it, all of that stuff. Nice. Okay, with the Divine Masculine, it's the same structure in that we meet 5 times. It's just the meetings aren't based around the cycles of the moon. We can talk about that stuff, but it's not the focus. The focus is on just men's health, men's like trauma from a male's perspective, and all of that. We can do a little switch. First, I'm going to do Mayuma because she's next, and then I will do Peyton's card to get her to pop her up a bit. Although I don't see you on the list for some reason. Yes, I would love that. Okay, I'm going to check on these. So Mayuma, your life is a canvas. Okay. I'm not sure if Jess is still on there because it's saying no viewers, but maybe she is. So your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. You're the artist of your life, and your life is a canvas. Take responsibility for your ability to create. Earth is known as a planet of manifestation. Your present moment is based. Yay! Hi, Jess. Great. I'm going to friend you right now. Done. I'm following you. I can send you the live now, so you won't have to search for it. I can send it to you. Earth is known as a planet of manifestation. Your present moment is based on your past thoughts and beliefs. Your current thoughts determine your future. What kind of life do you want to create for the future? What are you being called to create? Reconnect with your manifesting power and align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with a vibration that matches them. It's never too late to start, and no experience is required. All you need is an open heart and mind and consistent daily action. If you're not sure what you'd like to create, start instead with a feeling of deep gratitude for all that's good in your life right now. State out loud what you're most thankful for. Look for the good in your life, and one thing will be certain. You'll find yourself attracting more and more good experiences into your world. This card is inviting you to see your entire life as a canvas, and the picture is completely up to you. Color it with your thoughts and feelings. Create the life that you most long to live. You may also be called to be more creative in your everyday life. What have you been called to create? How can you express yourself more creatively? What are you being called to create in your life, Mayuma? Right? And that's a really big thing. I'm going to actually shut this down because nobody's watching from the Facebook feed, and that'll just mean that we'll have more. Yeah. Okay. So bye guys.